Yo, so I'm back for another run, third attempt session. Doing the same thing, 2 rotations. Kill the boss with Commando. Adjusted the settings a little bit on the mic and the game audio. Hopefully it's an improvement and not a downgrade. If it is, I'll go back to the other settings, but yeah, let's see. So let's go, Commando. Did my shopping. Can't believe that death earlier. That was yeah, that was tragic. My build was pretty crazy. That was why I was trying to go to the void a lot sooner than the 4th round. It never ends well when you go into the void that late. I mean the void in general. I mean it doesn't really matter when you go in, it's a risk. You get shafted by RNG. Sometimes not a lot you can do. I mean, crowbars is one of the worst. On the last round they get a red item, so sometimes that can really screw you as well. Usually any sort of speed item can be pretty bad, because that means obviously the enemies are going to be rushing you constantly. Things like special mags don't seem to be too bad. Ukulele's not bad as long as you ain't got like, wow, as long as you ain't got like a beetle with you. I mean, there's nothing gonna be able to chain from, you know what I mean? If you're the only player, them having ukuleles is a waste. Which is good for you. But yeah, see that crazy damage? Them, I keep saying about the red ones, they're not really red, they look orange, but you know what I mean. They're like the elite dudes. War banner. Good to have a war banner. At least one, at least. Not this. I don't really know what to go for. Glasses or medkit. I think I'm gonna have to go with a medkit. You know, now I've got that on the board, I can worry about my damage now. I'll come back to that. I think that's another problem. I stay in one area, wait until I can buy that thing. I should do a bit of exploration. That was lucky I didn't get them bullets. I ended up getting them anyway. Fireworks. If you see one of my previous other videos where I had six lots of fireworks, yo, them fireworks can be crazy. I know that you have to have something to activate them with. That's the only downside to them. But when I had 6 fireworks, that was crazy, man. So I am gonna take the fireworks. Control my aim a little bit. It gets a little bit crazy because of my sensitivity. Yeah, hopefully I ain't screwed up all my settings. Trying to improve it. I mean, it was acceptable the way I had it, so if I have ruined it, I know how to revert it back to how it was. I just did a little tweak on the EQ. Took a little bit extra bass out, put a bit more high frequency, got a bit more air. Put the second compressor back on again. Try and level out my voice a little bit more. I don't think the popping was caused from that compressor. I think it was because I'm not using a pop shield, and I've got to be careful with my P's that I don't do the P's directly into the mic. That's why I've got it angled a bit below my mouth, so hopefully the air is going over the top of it. But yeah, that's something I've got to get. Gonna have to invest in a pop shield. I mean, they're not expensive, but I do have to wait till I get paid again. That's like gonna be a week. Wait a week and then I'll get a pop shield. Then I'll be able to put the mic directly, so my voice is directly going into it, which should help me pull the mic a bit further away from my mouth. I might have to tweak the settings a little bit again, but should be better overall. Where did we spawn? Did we spawn up there? I honestly can't remember. My memory is so bad. Oh my god. I literally can't even remember where I spawned in. And it was 7 minutes ago. Like, how bad is that? I'm trying to remember where the bloody teleporter is. Was in that little room, I think, wasn't it? Alright, let's dip out. Let's hit that last shrine. I usually call them gamblers. Little gamblers. But yeah, in-game name is obviously a shrine. I think gamblers is better, but if you ever hear me calling gamblers, you know what I'm on about. Heal percentage the damage you deal for 8 seconds, or heal on use. I suppose I'll take the heal on use. If I remember rightly, it doesn't actually give you that much, even though it is instant. It's like a really small pittance amount. So later on in game, the more stronger I am, obviously the more I'm going to heal with it being a percentage. I think that's the better option. Percentages always work out to be better than a flat amount. Where is he? Oh. Beetle Queen, where is he? Oh my god, I jumped. If I die now because I fell off the map. Yeah, that percentage heal, look, that was I can't really just say it was all because of that though, because I've got a med kit. Wow. Too many things shooting me, too many. I'm dead. I am dead. Get out of there, man, get out of there. Come on, get out of there. Roll, man. Jesus. Not that way, no. Did you see what was happening there? It was like my movement was just stun locked, so I couldn't run, I couldn't roll, I couldn't do anything. Sometimes this game just royally screws you, man. Ultimately, well, I could say that was my fault for falling off, but then again, I went all the way back up to full health again after that, so it couldn't have been because of that. But I did use my heal to get me back up. If I wouldn't have used it then, I would have had it. So that might have cost me. But let's go again anyway. We go again. This map's the best map to start on. Easily the best map. Is that the newt over there straight away? Good start. Straight away, Berserker's Pauldron. Really good. Probably one of the best items I could have got. No, it's a lunar pod. Them lunar pods, man, I don't like messing with them. Them lunar items are just... I don't like them. Every single lunar item I've had it's destroyed my build. I do know a couple of positions where the newt altar can be on this level, but if it's up there or up there, I ain't gonna be able to get it. Not without a couple of feathers. Or some movement speed, or, you know, I need some help to get up there. Might have to come back for them healing drones. Might wait here so I can at least get one. Come on, this is what screws you over at the beginning. You gotta wait around us. Like in a stupid area waiting for enemies to spawn. All this wasted time just waiting for enemies because I ain't got no money to buy anything. What am I supposed to do? Just run around the map, just looking for nothing? Oh yeah, there's something there which I can't get because there's no enemies. Yeah, that's one of the things what frustrates me about this game. Then all of a sudden there'd be like a massive wave of them. I wish they made it more consistent rather than just massive waves. Well, I say a massive wave, I got like 3 hermit crabs. Wow. Loads of enemies. Sat down there. That's a drone, isn't it? Is it me? I think this game, the spawns, they activate when you run past an area. I feel like that's what happens. So maybe it is better to just run around and just trigger all the spawn points. I think that is what's happening, you know. I think there's spawn points on the map, and once you come into that point, the enemies are active in that area then. But maybe I am messing myself up by waiting in a single area at the beginning. That Norse tome, that's actually a pretty good drop to get early on, because the treasure does give you a lot of gold, so that's definitely gonna help. It doesn't spawn like mega, it's not like constantly getting treasure, but yeah, like I said, it's a good tasty amount when you do get it. I'll try and give you a demonstration when it drops one. How much it actually does amount to. Is that at the moment, like I'm at 105. I went to 111 with a wisp. Like I'm getting 4 or 5 gold per kill. Obviously that was a lot more because he was an elite, but yeah, we'll have a look when a treasure drops. We'll see how much it gives. Teleports over there. So one of the big daddy chests. Infusion, blood infusion is a good drop. When you think about it, that was like that was almost a 50% increase in health. Was that 240, or it was probably lower than that because I got a few kills. So 100 more on top of that. It's nearly like a 50% increase. Obviously I have to get the kills until you see it fully. Can't see anything else worth purchasing, so I might just buy this healing drone what was over here. Might as well. Might as well spend it on something. Where was it? Yeah, if I'm not wrong as well, on this level I'm pretty sure one of the nukes can spawn on a ledge down there off the map. I don't want to spend time looking for it right now. But I'm sure that it can. And I'm still not sure if every single map has one or if it's random. I keep forgetting to look it up. Damn, my telephone's ringing. Kind of an awkward time, isn't it? Gonna have to let it just ring, man. Wow. Wow, come on, man. Who's ringing me like that? Crazy. Oh, stopped. Yeah. Who I thought it would be. You know, I was just about to answer it. Need some AoE damage, big time. I swear my analog stick, I keep pressing it in to run and I'm not running. That was literally what just happened to me a minute ago when I died. I was trying to run and roll and I just wouldn't run. Look at this shit. No, what a shitstorm. What an absolute shitstorm, look. It's hilarious. So I can stand there at the beginning with no enemies and now look at it. It's pretty funny really when you think about it. And I know you can just go straight to the teleporter and start it up and then go around the map, and I might start doing that. Wow, you see that? Shot me in midair. Sniped me in midair. Wow. Yeah, the Norse tome, it is good, but I think you need like 2 of them or 3 of them, to be honest. I think they drop more often then. Is that teleporter chuck? What am I doing? I literally pressed it. I heard it click as well. I'm sure I ran past it and it clicked. It went. Toom. Alright, look. There's some treasure. We got 20. That's not bad, you know what I mean? Considering the wisp was giving me like 4 per kill, and when it dropped to treasure, it gave me like 80. You know what I mean? That's a big difference. But like I said, you need I think you need 2 or 3 of them Norse tomes, and then they become really worth it. And now it's at the moment the drops are a little bit too spread apart, you know what I mean? And sometimes you can miss them as well. Might kill an enemy and it might drop it, but you've already like ran past it. Probably should have took the backup mag, but even though I do use it, I tend to use the primary fire a bit more with Commando. Now if it was Artificer, that'd literally be one of the best things you could have got. That and crowbars. That's all you need for Artificer. Backup mags and crowbars. Actually crazy build. There's no point in searching down there because I've got to go down there anyway. I might as well wait until I have to go down there. I hope I haven't messed up my audio settings because, yes. If it's too bad, you know, this video won't see the light of day. At the moment, it's not even worth posting it anyway for the gameplay so far, but you never know what's to come. He nearly clapped me, man. Nearly clapped my cheeks. Nearly got clapped. 2 good items. Can't complain with that. And I didn't need to put too much into the gambler, which is what I like to see. Get up there. Get up there. Hope I can find a Newt Shrine. I like to get the void out of the way, because then you know the run is you get in and out of the void. You know the run's gonna be like it's gonna be worth, you know, it'll be a decent run. You can tell I'm tired, struggling to even bloody put together a sentence, man. That's what the heat does. Constantly, night after night, with not being able to sleep. You know what I mean? Mine's just fried. Oh, trash, man. It's cool, a little bit cooler today, but it's still pretty bad. The electrics in the room just make it 10 times worse. I mean, that's a really good item for me, but okay, it's okay. I'm a little bit lost now. Which way? Which way? Oh no, this way. So where's the bit where I can fire up to the top? That's this corner back here, isn't it? Not this corner. I'm sure it was that corner. I want to fire up to the top on this, on that air jet, because there's a possibility there might be a Newt at the top. Ah, here it is, in this corner. By the air jet, that's what I mean, it's in the corner. Yeah, I keep going to the same spots I've just done. It's really not helping me. Time-wise. Newt is not up there, and it's not up here either, so where is it? Means it might be down there in a... I don't know all the spots for all the maps, that's the problem. Some of the spots are like, they're really hidden out of the way. If if you ain't watched a video or something, or just accidentally stumbled upon it one time while you've been like in a random place, sometimes you just won't find them. Like I said, they can spawn off the map on edge. There's a secret tunnel down there as well, if you didn't already know. There's a cave there. You go down there and you go down a cave down there and you follow it all the way to the end, there'll be an enemy which you kill. When you kill that enemy, I think that is the enemy which unlocks the Berserker's Pauldron. because I only recently unlocked that ability. I'm glad I did, because it's really good. I'm pretty sure that was what that was how I unlocked it, was going down in that cave. Ah, bloody key, man. See that? That'll give me like 200 then. So I think the treasure, it must be like different depending to what enemy dropped it. 733. See, that was close to 100. I mean, we're a bit behind the curve, I think. Bloody drones getting in the way. Oh, there's two of them. Let's try and get one of them down. Oh look, I'm using one of them to block the other one. I'll have to back off a bit. Not really a lot of cover for when he does that laser. Bloody drones getting in the way. So that is good if I end up doing a crit build, which, I mean, I've already got the Oculus HUD, so that's synergy. Pop my Oculus HUD, gives me crit for 8 seconds, and the whole time I'll be healing as well, so that's pretty good. So it's basically like the build I had, yeah, it was the same as the build I had last time, when I had that crazy build. I've had a couple of crazy builds, to be honest. Wow, that's nice. But I need a scrappy. I'm not sure what I'd even scrap. Maybe the two close range damage items. But I mean, they're not bad items, to be fair. You can see on the floor there's like a red outline circle. That's the range. Whenever anything comes into that range, because look, I'm doing 41 and then I'm doing 53. as soon as they come into that area. More fireworks. I got a key that I definitely want to get rid of. Yeah, I'd probably get rid of them two close range. I can't remember what they're called, something prisms. I definitely think that would be worth swapping for syringes. Syringes are going to be much better. Let's just hope I find a scrappy. Because just that little change of them two things, I think would that's quite a big difference. Two syringes. So I'm killing most of the stuff outside of that range of that. I mean, obviously not everything, because some things do, they bum rush you and they come into that close range anyway, but most things with a Commando, you're shooting it at a far range, you know what I mean? So syringes are gonna be better for sure. Only problem is I'm gonna have to run all the way down there again. Tri-tips, beautiful. You can make a crazy build just around the tri-tips. Them bleeds, they just keep stacking and stacking. You know what I want now though? Teleporter down there. Crazy. Yeah, one of those crit masks. You know, when you do crit damage. Wow, that totally wrecks you, man, that fire damage. Oh my god, finally having a key paid off. Was it on my other run as well? I was bitching about the keys and then I ended up getting a wisp. But I mean, when you find a chest with a key, they can be really good, but they're just like, I think they're too rare, man. You can go like 4 or 5 levels and you won't come across one. And you can have like 4 keys, so that's like four items wasted just waiting to find a chest, which you're not guaranteed to find. That's why I always trade them in. But I think as well, the more keys you have, the better the item. Oh, and that's good as well. It takes the key away. Very nice. We found it. Let's make sure it's safe to do it. And then we're gonna just think about this. Tempted to put in the chance to stun as well. I want to put in the prisms. But that's 2 more syringes. What do you reckon? Put the chance to stun in as well. Could even put the fireworks in. Get 4. Nah, you know what? I think I'll just do it. I'll just do it with the 2. Damn, I was trying to get the topaz brooch. I mean, that's not too bad what I ended up with though. That's gonna help me on boss fights. That down there. Is that a freeway? I thought I'd been around this. How did I miss that? And it's a hoof. It's a really good drop. I mean, I had to come back here anyway, so I don't know if it's going to be worth me going up here time-wise. Now when I hit Berserker on top of what I've already got. You know, I do think it would have been, I could have even stuck the bombs. But it's like I said, I like to have like 1 of each item. Maybe I'm wrong for doing that. Well, it's not really wrong, it's just the way I like to do it, you know what I mean? I can't see anything over there. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna save the time. Yeah, if those blue big things, if one of them smacks me, that's gonna do mega damage. Yep. Wow, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh my god, man, what's going on? There's a wisp. That's good, that's really good. Can't they come down here? Yeah, that wisp, that's gonna help. I didn't get a nuke, did I? What is this? Is that to obliterate myself? Let me just check. There isn't a nuke over here. Because I need to grab it before the teleporter charges. There is quite often one at the back. Pick myself up a bit. Yep, I see. That was a really good call. Teleporter was on 98 as well. I've already got it. That's why the blue... You see what I'm saying about my memory being really bad? That's really bad, isn't it? That's really bad. Holy shit. There's chests over here as well. What the fuck? Yeah, you can tell I'm really tired, man. My brain is just... That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. I'm not going all the way back for them chests. I'm already screwing myself over too much. I'm going over the same part 2 or 3 times. Wait, what is going on? You'll see the difference when you see me on a day where I've had a decent, nice kit. But I'm pretty sure you'll notice a difference. Like I said, I've seen this before, but I'm not sure what that item does. I'm actually really surprised how boggled my head is at the moment. It's pretty bad. That's probably like 3 or 4 nights where I've had like really bad sleep. Tossing and turning and just that's with the window open, no quilt. Door open, don't make a bloody difference. I want to get rid of these because these elite ones, they do mega damage. I think you only get like the first few enemies are the elites, the rest seem to go back to normal after that. Yeah, look. Let me step in and see how much damage it does. Yeah, well, look, it's crazy damage. Yeah, these get you killed all the time because you don't realise they've put one on the floor. It's really easy to not spot that underneath you, and your health just ticks away so quick. Yeah, it's so easy to not see it, especially if you're shooting at something like up here. You'd never know. Wow, you see the damage is... I mean, that's a really bad fucking start. That's a really bad start for In the Void. Where is it? Is it up? Oh my god, I think I just went a long way round. I hope it's up here, I'm sure it was up here. Yeah. Again though, with the doing the void with no... Wow. Have I got any healing? No, that was the other run what I died on, wasn't it? I had the leeching seeds and I had a med kit. Now I've literally got nothing. I've got the topaz brooch. That's it. I turned the game audio down a little bit as well for this video compared to the other ones. I mean, we'll see if I might have overdone it on everything. Like I said, I was happy with it the way it was, but I thought it could be, I still could improve on it, so yeah, I'll just revert it back to how it was. Again with the clammy skin, the problem is when you get like sweaty skin, as soon as you itch yourself, that because you've got sweat there and you itch your skin, that sweat gets into the because you're damaging your skin when you itch yourself, that sweat gets into that bit of damaged skin and then it irritates it and then you're constantly itching it, and it's a nightmare, man. Alright, they got special mags, which is not really a problem. I like it when I'm in the void and they get special mags. Kinda wasted. Hopefully this is gonna be one of the times where they all, because they've got to travel so far and they're so slow, I'm literally just going to stand here and not have to fight anything. They're all probably on their way up, around, coming around down here. Yeah, see? Whoa, whoa, oh. I was literally itching myself then. I didn't have my hand on the controller or anything. Holy crap. Oh, I'd have been so mad if that would have killed me. Oh my god, I would have been so mad. That might have actually killed me anyway, because Now look how much health I've got, and I've got to run to the next destination. I ain't got no heal. Mind you, I think I'm over... Because of that teddy, I think I'm nearly over healing. Yeah, I'm not over healing, but every now and then it does go up instead of down. Look. See, that teddy's just that. Well, I've got 4 teddies, that's why. I thought I only had 1, but no wonder I've got 4. That's probably like a 30 something % chance of not taking damage. I'm sure 5 is like 40%. Something like that. I mean, all in all, my build is not bad. I have got a healing item. I've got the crit scythe. So if I use my Oculus HUD, obviously I need enemies to do it. I should be able to get a bit of health back. But I still want to wait, let it get up a little bit more than that, because I don't want to rely on that. Okay. My pink well, it's not like salmon colour. The reason I got this sheet on top of it, it's like, I'm not worried about the colour. I don't give two F's about what colour it is. It's because it's leather, so in the heat it's so sweaty, skin on leather. I put some fabric over the top, try and make it a little bit less sweaty, you know what I mean? It's helped it a little bit. Problem is, it does my head in because I keep on pulling it down and off the settee. Alright, that'll do. To try and get a little bit of a healing with my Oculus HUD. Oh no, that's really bad. Oh, that's actually really good healing. Wow, yes, actually really good healing, man. But in all honesty, that's yeah, that was a bad bit of bad RNG for me getting them spawned this early. Because now anything else, any crazy equipment, I'm gonna have them big dudes walking around trying to pound me into the ground. Worst thing could be if they get crowbars. And I get a crowbar, which it's a good item. It's always a good item, but it is better on other characters rather than Commando. But you can't really complain with crowbars. Not like, oh damn, I got crowbar. You know what I mean? Still decent. You could make a build around it if you wanted. Just think there's definitely better options. Wow. Pop my Oculus HUD. Or do they get hoofs? This is what I was saying earlier about them getting speed items is really bad, because now I'm gonna always have a massive influx of enemies to fight because they're gonna be coming in so quick. Yeah, that's another bit of bad RNG that I got. I mean, you gotta weigh it up. I've been getting Alright, I'm getting bad RNG with the enemies, but I've been getting decent RNG with my drops, so. But see what I mean? Them little mushrooms, they take up all the space of it. They don't give you an area where you can fight, they just take up the whole space. And they cover the whole floor with infected areas, and you're just screwed. You just gotta keep trying to jump around everywhere. I need to sit up because I don't like speaking directly into the mic, not without a pop shield. I want to be a little bit over the top of it. So my breath don't fire in on the P's, you know what I mean? It probably still is a little bit, but... Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, that was another bad RNG for me. It's just them laser blasts, you know what I mean? Like, the claps are easy to avoid, but the problem with the laser blast is you just don't know when it's gonna fire. It'd be locked on you for so long. You're like, right, when do I avoid it? Now? Now? What now? No, what now? You just... It takes so long for them to fire it. You never know when it's gonna fire. Unless I'm missing something, unless there's a telltale sign, which yeah, maybe there is and I just don't know about it. I've always just kind of guessed, you know what I mean? Like 3 seconds or something. Ah, I don't like Deathmark. You gotta have 4 debuffs before it even comes into play. It's just way too much work just to get it even up and running. Most of the time I'd rather just get rid of it. Unless I get it later on in game when I've already got all the 4 debuffs I need. Most of the time I'd get rid of the Deathmark. I mean, at the moment I'm hitting them with 1 debuff, I think. And that's a burn. Yeah, look, 1 debuff. No, that's a bleed, no, I'm hitting them with a bleed and a burn. I think I'm hitting them with 2. Oh, am I hitting them with 2? Right. That's a bleed. It's not hitting them with a burn. No, I'm not hitting them with a burn. I need gasoline. Oh no. Oh no. Go away. Too many of them. I just noticed what item they got as well. They got healing scythes, didn't they? Oh my god. These... I swear my my analog stick is... It's not acting right, man. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Please run, man. Please run. Oh my, what the fuck is going on? I swear my analog stick is playing it. It's a brand new fucking DualSense, so it better not be. Oh my god. If that was a struggle like that then, it's gonna be even worse when this next drop happens. I got a wax quail, which is not gonna help me at all, but they're gonna get stronger, so... And if you look, I'm in a 100% open spot. At least there was something I could run behind up there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get my ass shot down. Can't see how many equipments I've got, can you? Just noticed that. Even though I have only at the moment got one. Still bring that up a little bit. Nothing really in this area is going to be blocking. I think that's a bit better. I think that looks a bit better anyway, it looks a bit tidier. Alright. Fingers crossed. 7 out of 9. Let's go. What did they get? Another enemy. You know what, I'd prefer another enemy than another buff. Because they've already got... The buffs are already too much. And those little slappers, those little bitch slap things, what teleport and bitch slap you, that's actually good for me because they're a bit easier to kill. That means I can get the heals off them. So they're actually helping me, if anything. Because yeah, they're helping me get my health back. Finally. That was what I was waiting for, that item to drop. And now with my Oculus HUD and my healing scythe, now we've got a little bit of a build going. Where is it? Over there. Yeah, now we've got a bit of a build going now. When I pop my HUD, it's gonna give me crit damage, which is gonna activate my mask, which is gonna help me to activate my berserker. At the same time, I'm gonna be healing because I'm gonna be critting. What did they get? They got even more movement speed. Wow. This game is just... Wow. This is what I'm saying about it just ends up with too many enemies because they're too quick. Keep sending me them bitch slappers, as I can get my toe press brooch up with killing them, which means when I get hit by the lasers won't be as bad. I mean, they're a bit hard to hit because they're so quick. on, give me my HUD, give me my HUD, give me my HUD. There we go. Get my HUD. As soon as I get my HUD, everything dies. Oh, yes. That could have been my savior. That could have been the drop what saved me. Wow, and the mask. The mask was a really big drop for me as well. But another ukulele, that is big. Right, now the only problem is this is the last salve vent, so they're gonna get a red item, which means after I beat them I'll get a red item, but if they get something too crazy, I'm gonna be screwed. I just gotta survive. Oh, they got that one again. That one, I don't think that one's any good for them. They had that last time. I think that's their equipment cooldown, which is totally useless for them. Yeah, I can hide down here, can't I? Oh shit. Get back up, get back up. Oh, Haunting Skulls when healed. I'm never sure about this one. I'm never sure about this item. I mean, it is a damage item, so that's good. It's a red damage item, so I mean, ultimately that is good news for me. So it fires a haunted skull when I'm healed. I mean, that's pretty good considering that's kind of how my build is set up at the moment. I fire my head, which activates my mask, which gives me crit at the same time, which gives me heal off the scythe. What I really need is I need more crit glasses now, so I don't have to rely on my HUD to give me the crit. I know I've got one pair already, but I need 2 or 3 more pairs of glasses. That'd be really good for my build, because I'll be constantly healing then, because I'll be critting off the hit up. So I could do with another scythe, and I could do with a couple more crit glasses. That would be the ideal thing for this build at the moment, because then that would keep proccing that red ability then. Nakahama's opinion or whatever it's called. I honestly don't know how good that ability is, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, it seems pretty strong. Did you see that? I pressed my HUD ability and everything just died. Oh yeah, it's gonna be proccing anyway because I got the healing orbs whenever I kill anything. Oh shit. Yeah, did you see it fire? That took like his whole energy bar. Ah. I really wanted the feather, but for the way the build is set up, that would have been stupid if I took a feather. Yep. Yep. Whoa, oh my days. Them birds, man, they do so much damage if they hit you with one of them discs. I know it's because it's one of them elite bluebirds, but even when they're not elite bluebirds, they still they do crazy damage, them birds, but they die really easy, so I'm gonna get rid of that bloody blue bird, man. I think the problem is it's got shields and it keeps regenerating. I need to just kill it. There we go. That's the problem. I was melting it down, but I wasn't fully killing it, and it was just regenerating its shield. Alright, don't need another item. My equipment is the one that I want, especially for how my build is set up at the moment. Oh my god. Finally, the game's being good to me. 3 ukuleles. That's really good. Look at the drones. Look at the drones, look. It's that missile drone. Why not? Let's get another drone to get in my way. Why not? Like I said though, even though they get in the way, it's still better to have them than not have them, in my opinion. That's still damage and healing that you're better off with than without. But yeah, they do cause a hindrance. No doubt about it. But oh yes, couldn't have been any better. Literally couldn't have been any better. I think what I'll do is I'll go down. Go down and around. Might not know what I mean by that, but I know what I mean in my head. I keep looking at my game audio, and I hope I didn't put it too low. See, look, I'm actually better off shooting the enemies around that rather than directly shooting it because of the ukulele. This is what I meant by down and around, because it's got like this opening bit. Bauble infusion. Oh my god, it's so perfect. Literally perfect. Whatever it is, stage 4. I mean, we are definitely behind on time now. Yeah, we are. Lepton Daisy, it's gonna help me on teleporter fights. That's gonna help me as well on teleporter fights. Just get rid of Death Mark. Trying to look. I think everything else I'll keep. Alright, now where was the bloody teleporter? Oh, no, there's a thingy box. A random pick box. Well, it ain't random, but like a selector box. Adaptive chest. Oh my god. Can't make it up. You literally cannot make it up. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it bloody go? Did it go underneath? It went underneath. Oh, there was 2 of them. I killed one, that's why. Is there 3 of them? Oh, there's a bloody another one over there, look. Shouldn't be standing still in one spot there. Ooh, mama. Alright, I finally got a run that I can post. The thing is with that haunting shot, I think there's There seems to be a timer on how often it will fire. Because I'm constantly healing now. With my yeah, I'm constantly healing and it's not constantly firing. But there must be like an internal cooldown on it. I suppose it'd be too OP otherwise. It don't look like it's a bad item. I still don't think it's not better than the Behemoth. It's not better than Tesla. It's not better than... Definitely not better than the homing daggers. Even the chains is good. I think the chains is even better as well. It just don't seem to fire it often enough. But I'm healing, look, I'm healing. Oh, maybe because I'm at full health. I'm not actually healing, look. That's why it's not... Nah, but it fired one then. I don't know. It's a weird one. Sometimes it's firing 2 off the rip, sometimes it's not firing any. Yeah, when I do my Oculus HUD, look, it's firing loads of them. Yeah, it is good. It is good when I do my HUD. Oh, if I could find an equipment drone, I'm definitely picking that. But what I do though, if I could find an equipment drone, I'll pick that up first, so that the drone gets the saw blades, and then I'll pick the HUD up again after. That'd be pretty OP, to be honest, to have an equipment drone firing off saw blades. That'd be nice. Guillotine, very nice. That's very good. Wow. Didn't have enough jumps. Ooh, I've got to be careful with them. Bloody mushrooms, man. You don't realise till it's too late that you're stood on top of one and get melted into oblivion. Whoa, mama. Why is it not mark it? I want it to pinpoint it so I know where it is. I think it was because I was too close to it. It was pinpointing it, but then it was taking it straight off. Alright. I think I've got enough money to just run around and get everything. Stop killing stuff so much and just pick stuff up. And then I go and instantly start killing something again. I can't help myself. But yeah, I should just run around quickly and try and get everything now. Try and catch up on the time a bit. I mean, if we're saying 10 minutes per round, we're nearly 10 minutes behind. More healing, which is good because that means more of my red ability, haunting whatever it was. I can't remember what it was called. Holy shit. Nearly threw myself off the map. Topaz. Is that something over there? Yeah, it is. Infusion. Never a bad item, getting the infusions. 100 health is nice. Finally, after all this time, I finally get a med kit. I mean, I've been surviving without it, to be fair. And I mean, that was really hairy inside the void though. I mean, there was a bit of luck as well. Gasoline as well, finally. I don't know how many debuffs are. Wisp, is that my first wisp? No, my second wisp. I think I've got like 2 or 3 debuffs now. I got a stun, I got a gasoline, which is fire, I got a bleed. I think bombs counts as a debuff as well. I might have had enough to trigger death mark now, but I got rid of it. But you know, I might come across another one. No, I don't think I have still got 4 debuffs. I can't see it triggering 4. I can only see 2. Bleed. And then when it dies, it's gonna be fire. Yeah, I got 2 debuffs. That's not enough for death mark. And I got a chrono ball. Thought I had a chrono ball. Trying to look up at my abilities as I'm running around. I haven't got a chrono ball, have I? Wonder if Chrono Ball even does count as a debuff. I mean, technically, I'm slowing them down is a debuff, isn't it? You see that? You see when I press the button on my HUD? What? Crazy. It's a bit of a long wait in between though. 60 seconds before I can do it again. I haven't seen the teleporter. Am I wrong about that or not? I'm sure I've not seen the teleporter the whole time. It must be down here. I didn't think the teleporter could spawn down here. It must be though, 'cause it's not at the top. What the blend? What is going on? I'm sure. Ah, there it is. I can see the blue. Somewhere around this area. It's up there. Ah, that's why, because I haven't been up here. Alright, so we're going to shift destination because this is the 2 rotation run. As you can see, it wouldn't really be a problem to do 1 rotation, you know what I mean? I think I'd be pretty comfortable. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty comfortable at going into the boss fight now. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. 2 times. Oh no. He bloody knocked me straight off. I'm gonna lose my drones. I wanted to kill it really quick. Die, man. Oh. I really shouldn't have stood still like that, but I just had to focus fire it. You know, that's a lot. That's a lot of money to waste. Like all them drones just going up in flames. Plus I'm losing a lot of healing. How many healing drones have I got? 3 or 4? What did I get? Bandolier. Chance on kill to drop ammo pack. I mean, it's nice to have one of them. It's one of them items what I was on about where it's nice to just have one of them. You know what I mean? It's not something you would ever make a build around, but getting all my cooldowns on everything instantly back is nice. Obviously, when you gotta pick up an ammo box for it to happen, but I think they drop a little bit more regular than the treasure. Yeah, you need a couple of Norse tomes. And then they start becoming really good, but one on its own, I mean, you have to have one for you to get the 2 or the 3, you know what I mean? So at some point you have to invest into it. It is good once you get 2 or 3. Yeah, so what I mean, it's dropping more regularly than the treasure. Alright, let's burn this dude down. Ooh, you see how often that was firing that haunting thing then? I fired loads of them. Alright, what we'll do is I'm trying to look up and see how many fireworks I've got. I've got 3 already. Gasoline. I think I'll take the gasoline. I think I'll take... Oh, how fast am I running? Who for attack speed? Both really good choices. Well, to be fair, all 3 of them choices are pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with the now increase jump. Ah, so that's why it does. I mean, I would have preferred a damage red, but at the same time, that does give me a lot more speed getting around the map, especially when I got the hoof as well. I should be getting around the map a lot quicker now. Yeah. Tri-tips. Yeah, look. See when I press my Oculus out, how crazy it goes. That is savage. I've never had a build like this before with built around that haunting ability. I've never had a build built around that before. I still think there is definitely better options, but it's, you know, it's doing work. It's not bad. There we go. Another Norse tome. That we needed that. Now it should start dropping treasure a bit more regular. Plus with the attack speed, the not attack speed, movement speed. I might be able to do a bit of catch up on the time I lost. Yeah, because I was beyond that, definitely beyond curve. Might be able to catch up now. Yeah, that guillotine. That's what I could do with. I could do with 2 more guillotines. That would be crazy. Yeah, that'd be really nice. Wow, there's 4 of them. Wow. A wisp, nice. That's a good drop. Wow. Oh yeah, in the previous video as well, I was saying that I didn't know what these green shields do. I read up on it, and what apparently it does is any enemies that are inside that green shield, they turn invisible. So you know how I was saying, 1 minute you're in the green shield, next minute your health just gets zapped away. That's because there's enemies who are invisible, like that, probably beating the shit out of you. Right? That's what it was. So yeah, you gotta be careful when you enter them green auras. You gotta be careful. Alright, this is it's definitely turned out to be an okay run though. Being real stingy on the treasure drops there. Wow, see how many haunting things it fired then? I think it does it in bursts. Let's get out of that aura. Like I said, there's invisible enemies inside there. Yeah, see, you can see the bow thing firing stuff at me, but the bow is not actually up there, look, it's invisible. You see? See how he is invisible? Alright, we got enough money to run around now. No, definitely not. Come on. Gasoline. I mean, I paid a lot of money for that, but there we go. You see how much the treasure is giving me? Treasure, I really do think it comes in handy, that Norse tome. I mean, it's just an opinion anyway. It's, if you don't like it, don't pick it up or trade it, you know what I mean? I personally, I like it. Yeah. As soon as I press that button, it's like, oh yeah, there's a hard enemy there. All right, press the button. Let's go to crazy mode. Press the button. I just wish it wasn't on a minute cooldown every time. That's nice. Steps and Daisy. Does help on teleporter box. Press the button. They are a bit too far away, but still. Raise the wires, pretty good. I mean, it is spawning some real crazy strong enemies at the moment. I am killing them, but I feel like the curve's catching. It's catching back up with me. You know what I mean? Ah, there we go. That was a big drop. That's another 13% on my guillotine. So that means when they're at 26% now, the elites will just instantly die. Watch this, when it gets to 26%, it'll die. Bam, dead. That is nice. That's a good chunk of health. Dead, yeah. It's not. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Trying to not lose track of where the bloody teleporter is. Where is it? I don't know what them lunar things do. I don't want to press it in case it gives me a stupid lunar item. Could have really went for the med kit then. But with me having so many crit scythes and my whole build being built on crit, that was why I decided against it and went with the attack speed. But I think that's it, that's time. Time to do teleporter. Might as well get the drones, they're gonna help a little bit. Try and clear a few of them out before I start. keep my Oculus. I don't want to use that until the enemy spawns. Alright. Use the Oculus straight away on the enemy. Where is it? You know what, having that, you know, I said how that jump was really not that good. I actually changed my mind on that. It is really good. Because it means I can fight everything from above. Where I'm jumping so high, I can just look down on everything and just kill everything. Well, I can still get sniped out of the sky, but it's definitely less dodgy than fighting on the floor. Where is this other beetle then? Where's the other beetle queen? Is over there? Head time. Pretty fun build though. Definitely different to anything I've ever used before. Activating your equipment gives you burst speed. I mean, I usually don't like that ability, but because everything at the moment is built around my Oculus HUD, and when I activate that I go into Super Saiyan mode, having another thing which adds on to that even more. Usually I would get rid of that item. But I think it could be pretty crazy. Let's see what happens when I activate it. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, my build's getting pretty nuts. Yeah, it's getting pretty good, man. Right, there you go. That's what happens when you press the button. Never tried it. That's really good. And a crowbar. Holy crap. That's so good. Oh my god. I feel like just within the space of like 5 minutes we just got really a lot stronger. Yeah, drop after drop after drop. That just went crazy. Trying to jump out wide so I can see what's down below at the same time whilst doing the top. I never try tip. Oh my god. That's fucking nuts, man. Ah, I wanted that gasoline. Even more AoE, that would have been nuts. Mind you, that wasn't bad what I settled for. That wasn't bad at all. Got the bungus. Like I said, I think it's a trash item for the Commando. You're just constantly moving around all the time with the Commandos. Standing still for 2 seconds and an option. Never fireworks. It's gonna be another one of them runs where my fireworks are just absolutely off the chain. How many have I got? Trying to look up. I got 4. I had 6 or 7 last time, and it was absolutely crazy. Just press my HUD. Yeah. When shit gets a bit crazy, I can just press the HUD button and bam. You can go underneath. I never realised that before. Get rid of bungus. I start fighting some of these enemies at a bit more range, because the scaling's got to a point now what I get one shot, you know what I mean? Like what's basically happened on every other video I've done. I get confident, base tank, and then get one shot. So let's try and not do that this time. What the? Yeah, that higher jump, it is coming in pretty clutch, I'm not gonna lie. Being able to jump up like over the top of everything and fire down on it. I need to get rid of that enemy. Yes. Guillotine come in play then. I could do with another one of them guillotines. They're really good. Really, really good. Oh my god. Please, no, not like this. This is what I'm saying, that the damage scaling now is just no amount of healing's gonna save me if I get hit. If I get hit by one of them strong enemies, even if I'm at full health, I'm gonna be like bam, dead. I don't know if I fully searched this. I didn't. Just try and do that outside while I do that. Another hoof. I'll take the teddy because I'm already pretty quick. What? It gave me a crowbar. I'm sure I pressed that on. That was a rip-off, man. I pressed that on Teddy then. I mean, I've already got 6 Teddies, so I mean... Alright, let's get rid of that one. Fucking hell, how many of them is there? I'm getting sucked in. Mother sucker. Yeah, goddamn mother sucker. Ooh, oh mama. I love pressing that button, man. It's like hyper mode. Press that button and it just goes crazy. The thing is, it sustains hyper mode for a little bit afterwards as well, because my berserker gets procced because I kill everything so quickly. Obviously, kill 3 things in a row really quickly, berserker gets procced. Obviously I could go and obliterate myself, but again, that's not the challenge of these videos. Might actually be able to move on to another character. Just try and get Commando out of the way. I mean, this is the 3rd official attempt. It's not actually the 3rd attempt because I did another 2 videos what I scrapped. And I know, like, they're not like... I know I died like 2 times before I even... I mean, like, when I say attempts, it's like the session within a whole, you know what I mean? Not just how many deaths. Because otherwise this is like, probably like 10 or 15. Wow, they are so powerful. Get me out of here. Wow. There was nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do. They hit me with a stack of something, and even though I was dodging it, the stack was burning down on me. Like, so it didn't matter. Like, that's what I said, man. It's always this level I die on, or the Sky Meadow after this. There's always these 2 levels I die on. But I mean, that's the whole point of the series, isn't it? It's supposed to be a challenge, so... Hey. That's 2 hours. Hours 15. I mean, I could do another run. The only problem is I changed all my settings and I don't know if I've messed them up, so I wanted to do just like, I didn't want to do anything too crazy long because I need to test it to see if it's okay. I'm gonna do one more run, stuff it. Tempted to just try another character. I've not really mained a lot of the other characters. When I do get onto the other characters, it's gonna be a learning curve anyway. I've played Acrid quite a lot. I'm not sure how it'll go in this challenge though. Like melee build, innit? Play Artificer. Artificer's probably my most mained. Only recently gone on to Commando. Let's try and keep it all to one character. Baller apparently. Still 17. It ain't 17 degrees in this bedroom, I'll tell you that. It might be 17 outside. With that computer, 2 more degrees, I'm telling you. It's a very small. I'm sat here in shorts and I'm absolutely sweating my bollocks off. It's definitely hotter than 17 in this room. Thing is as well with this flat where I live is it's not like outside the front, it's goes directly to outside. Outside the front is a hallway, so I've only got access to outside from the back windows. The front is a hallway, and you go in that hallway and it is like a greenhouse. It is literally like a greenhouse. Because it's just panes of, the whole thing is just panes of glass from top to bottom. I'm on the second floor. I think that's why this flat is so hot. It's like a greenhouse outside the front door. And because I'm obviously on the second floor, heat rise has done it. If I was down below, might not be as bad. Well, it wouldn't be as bad. I know it wouldn't. This game's a troll. When you need them, you can't find them. When you ain't got no items, it's there straight away. It's typical. It's bloody typical. Oh man, it's so gutting though when you get a build going and then you die to something stupid like that. And then you come back on to do another run and you're just like piss weak again. You gotta do it all over again. It's like, oh man. Alright, the teleporter's over there, so I've got to go over there. I've got to go over there anyway, so let's go down this way first. If anything is over there at the top, I'll obviously get that when I go to the teleporter. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Harry? Tempted to put everything in. Just get them tri-tips. In all honesty, I think 2 tri-tips is better than a recharging shield and a prism. Yeah, for this character anyway. Even more so when I get more attack speed, obviously that'll be proccing more often. Yeah, look, bleed. Itchy here. But the main thing for the Commando is to get AoE. You need to get some AoE. Screwed. I want it to give me the wrong thing again. Now we've got a bit of crit and we've got a bleed. Let's get it. Reason being is when I teleport into my next area, that'll be there straight away. That was why I did it. Not really any help on this, because obviously I'm running away from that area, so the enemies ain't even going to be there. You know what, that was lucky I dropped down there then, because I didn't check this area properly. I'd have missed 2 chests. Wow. I'm tempted to do another. Drop them both in again. Don't really want to lose the glasses. Ah, there's a scrapper. I'll get rid of I'll keep the glasses. Holy shit, man! This is what I'm talking about. My memory is terrible. All in all, damage-wise, that's a good start. If we can just get a bit of AoE to share it out between a few more enemies, rather than just target. That's not a bad start there. That's actually a really good start. 3 tri-tips. I mean, I ain't got any healing, but could have had healing, but I would have, yeah, would have been traded for damage. Maybe I should have took one healing item. No, I do. I'll activate this healing pylon a couple of times. Run back into that, you know what I mean? Stay here and fight as long as I can, and then I'll duck into the healing thing. Oh yeah, I've got a healing drone as well. Did you see that? I stacked the bleeds with my tri-tips. Yeah, just melted. My single target damage at the moment is really good. Yeah, single target damage is really good at the moment. Oh, you definitely need some AoE here. So many enemies. Many of them. Need to stop doing that as well. Get it down to a sliver of health, and then I don't bother killing it. I go on to the next thing. It's like, what are you doing, man? They kill the thing. That's nice, 100 health. That's literally like a 33% upgrade on health. That's a chunk. See, I was at 300, it'll go up to 400. Might do. This game is playing. What a compressor. Game sound. 1 dB, so that it raises it up just another dB. It's a little bit too low. I've overdid it on the compression. We want Teddy or healing orbs. I don't know what's the better option there. That's what I was on about. See, it spawned in for me. Doing work. Yeah, it's a nice little trick that, because it's gonna make you stronger in that initial area where you pop in. I don't know what to take. I think I immediately regretted that then. Because as I took it, I thought, well, if I'm in the void, I'm not going to have my healing drones, am I? Do I need... That healing item would have been bloody nice. I like took it and I immediately regretted it immediately. I mean, don't get me wrong, Teddy is good. Once you get a stack of them. Like I said, the healing drone, it's not gonna come into the volume. Need something for when that happens. Don't do this to me. It's like it purposely stitches you up. Like, oh, you're doing all right now. Ah, we're not going to spawn any enemies for 5 minutes. And then we'll see how good you're doing. And then bam, 20 of them come at once. Game's a troll, man. It can be a troll. But I do love this game. Oh no. It's a trash item. Oh. I mean, I forgive you. I forgive you, game. I forgive you. Me bad. That's a very good item. Really good. That's a decent red item. Better than that haunting thing. Haunting thing, don't get. It was doing work, but it was like you got to put in a lot of work to set that up. It's only gonna. I was only doing it on the healing. Even then, it didn't seem like a proc in there. It was like a steady proc. You knew when it was gonna fire. It was like random. That's the trash iron. Yeah, oh my. Uh-oh. We got 2 items, 2 red items in that quick of a succession. Crazy. No, this is a really good item. Obviously it's close range damage, but it's really good. Especially the teleport. I've got constant damage aura. I mean, you gotta keep the buff up. It doesn't just stay there. I never tried to hit. Holy crap! Oh my, death mark. 2 tradable. Now I've got 3 tradable items because I've got the stealth kit as well. too bad on time. Kobe. That chest been popped? Another tradable item. That we need to get rid of. It's like I can't run there. What's going on? It keeps on doing it to me like I'm stuck on the floor. That got me killed on one of the runs. It was like I was trying to run away and it just wouldn't let me run, it wouldn't let me roll. Like I was stuck in the mud. One more. I'm gonna hit it one more time and then I'm dipping. Luckily. Oh, and that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Alright. Nearly done the full round. I think we need to do this cave and then we need to do a little bit down. Under this water bit here as well, because there can be some big spawns. Oh, I ain't been looking out for the newt either, have I? Oh shit. I need to go and jump up that section, see if hopefully it's not a... I'll mark it so I know. I'm losing time though. Starting to lose time now. Whales are coming in a bit clutch. There's the ledge of arrows. I'm stuck in the mud. Where's the ledge that you go up? Oh, it does become a bit. It was up there, but where's the bloody wall? Where's the shooter? Oh, I'm wasting too much time, this is bad. At the moment I'm ahead of the curve, but I'm wasting it. is it then? Never death mark. Yes. Can't believe it. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave without doing it. See where the loot is anyway. I don't think I can get it. Got the speed, but I need a feather. It's up there though. I don't think I can get that. No way I can get that. I wasted like 2 or 3 minutes wasted. Total wasted. Oh, come on, man. That's really annoying. That's so annoying. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. Wasting all that time, I can't even get up there. To be able to see it as well and not be able to reach it is so annoying. I was trying to think of a way of like, because I'm so fast, because you can like roll up stuff and it flings you up in the air. I was just trying to think of a way of rolling up and getting it. Watch, I'll do a roll in it there. You need to hit it right though for it to work. Yeah, it can fling you up in the air. I don't think it'll fling me that far though. I hate going into the void late. My left leg is absolutely dripping wet, where it's just been in one position for ages. I just lifted it up. Disgusting, man, I hate. Don't get me wrong, it's nice if you're outside, but when you're stuck inside it's... I'm in UK and we don't have air conditioning in none of our flats, houses, like, because we don't usually get heat like this. We're not prepared for it. We ain't got no air conditioning on, we ain't got none of that, man. We just gotta suffer. Oh my god. That's probably better than I'll come back for that. Might have enough to do another one. Fucking game. I think I'd rather take the win. Give me the mouse, wood. think I prefer that. All 3 items of that. Well, I don't like them anyway. So it's like I'm stuck in the mud. Maybe it's because of I'm just playing too long on this game. Like I'm not pushing in the analog stick. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is, you know. How quick am I? Get that. Wow. I nearly got beaten by barrels. That's crazy. Them barrels nearly killed me. That's really good. That just stepped up my build a notch. That just totally stepped up my build. Very good. Come on with the equipment, please stop. Bombs, that's it. Oh my! 4 death marks. I need a scrapper big. I've got enough to go in the void and trade it for a red item. I've got enough to. Got 4 death marks and I've got that stealth kit. I could trade them in for a red. So I need to find another move. Movement speed's kind of trolling me a little bit. Okay, finally found it. Now we gotta do is survive it. Like I said, I hope to find a scrap instead when I go into the trade. Oh. Desperately need a feather. Oh. I'm really quick at the moment, but my vertical abilities are trash. Definitely more vertical. It's almost like the horizontal speed is too much for how much vertical I've got. I'm just bumping into stuff. Oh, there's a scrapper. We can do a trade for a red straight away. Fingers crossed. Been around this loop. Clean. That's good, man. That's good. What we need now is like a ukulele or wisp. My single target damage is pretty decent. I got 5 tri-tips. Need a little bit of chain. I know I got them chains, but that pulls them closer to me. I need like actual chaining damage. I know it does do damage as well, but I'm on about chaining everything else. Not just that ability. That's really good though. That ability is good. I do rate that ability. Topaz brooch. Wow, that's my first brooch. That's really good as well then. Could do with a med kit. Oh, I need to scrap that bison as well. Oh, does my freeze thing slow them down as well? I think it does. Yeah, everything gets really slow. I never knew it had that utility. Oh, look what I got. You ask and you shall receive. Alright, now what I need is like a wisp would be nice just so they explode. I got the gasoline, but an explosion would be nice. Wisp or behemoth. Behemoth would be overkill, but yeah, I'm not complaining. If I can get a behemoth, I'd definitely take it. Let's get rid of that bison. Other than that, now, I mean, my items are pretty fucking good now. Yeah, that's some good items. Plus I'm gonna be able to trade for a red. 5 greens for a red. And then I'm gonna also, at the end of the void, if I make it, get another red on top. Oh, you know what I did? Oh, I'm so dumb. I didn't go in the pool. Oh, I can be so dumb sometimes, man. Like, what the fuck? It's not the first time I've done that either. I'm ashamed to say. I'm ashamed to say that it's not the first time I've done that. You know what I think it is? It's since I started doing these videos, like it's overload for my brain because I'm trying to stay entertaining, talking and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's taking my concentration away about what's going on in the game. I'll get used to it. I mean, this is my third video I've ever done. So, I mean, it's a learning curve, innit? Should imagine it's one of them things that it's a skill you learn and you get better at. Ah, that's very good. That's exactly what I was complaining about, my verticality being shit. I might as well do the top and then come down. Now it fired me up here. I usually do the bottom and then go to the top. I'd do it the other way around. Because I hit the mushroom and it fired me up. Yeah, we've got a bit of synergy going on now though. Ah, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Just to think though, I could have been in the void right now. Instead, my dumb ass. I didn't go through the door. What's that? Is that a legendary chest? I never knew that. Wow, I never knew that chest was hiding up here. That is a legendary chest, isn't it? I'm sure it is. For that amount of money, it's got to be. Wow. Now I know. That's probably there every time, isn't it? So it's on top of the... on top of the tunnel with the hole in it. I'll remember that. Incinerator drone. Mind you, it's quite hard to get up there. Maybe you can only do it when you've got certain abilities. Oh no, you can just run up there, no matter what you've got. Yeah, no matter what you got, you can get up there no matter what, which is good. They just hit it out of the way. 4,000, come on. I know this is like taking a while, but it is a legendary chest, so I think it's worth it. That's it, spawn me a big group like that. 4,700. Nearly there, man. Nearly there. Some more down there. 500 more, another wave. On. It is taking a long time. Holy crap. That synergy is beautiful. Double the strength of healing. Worth. It's not damage, but it's still worth. Definitely still worth it. Instantly doubled all my healing. Definitely worth it. Wow, like I said, I've still got the items traded when I go into the void. That's a lot. It's going to be a lot of red items. That might even be a record how many red items. That'd be 4 red items. I don't know if I've ever had 4 in one go. Oh, you might have. Shooting everyone down there. Rose buckler. Don't really rate Rose buckler. I don't rate it. There's another 2 big boy chests. The expensive ones, but they usually give good things, these expensive ones. There's another one down there. That was one that, wow, so this has given me a lot of big boy chests. That's like 3 big boy chests and a legendary chest. There's another big boy one down there. Look. I need to be careful, them jellyfishes, they've killed me a lot of times on this level. You stand still and you shoot something, all of a sudden you get smacked by a jellyfish. Razor wire. Razor wire does help. Quail. No, I'm not too thrilled about the amount of quails in there. Though it is making me yeah, it's giving me a little burst of speed when I jump, I suppose. 3 of them I don't. Another rose buckler. Oh my god. The reason I don't rate the rose buckler is when you're on a boss fight, you're stuck within a single area, kind of hopping about. You're not really sprinting. like I said, it's good for when you're like now running around searching for stuff. It would come into play, but I don't really need it as much when I'm sprinting around anyway, you know what I mean? That's a good drop though. I mean, I complain about these items, but all these little things, they add up to a big, you know, this little thing here, this little thing here, it all synergizes to a build. I think we're ready. Teleporter up. Where is the teleporter? There. Wait there. Did I just see another item? I've already got that one up there. Let's try and kill this this green skull. Who's not shooting down on me the whole time. Squid. It's gonna be a late void. It's gonna be a late void, which I never like. Oh my god, get out of there, man, get out of there. See, it's like I'm stuck in the mud. You see how slow I'm moving? That was a good drop there. Getting another predatory instincts. That was a good drop. Yeah, I was close to death then. I thought I was out of the range of that. I did see it, but I thought, nah, it's not going to hit me, that's too far away. But them orange jellyfishes, they're really, really bad because for one, they're one-shot you anyway, but if they don't one-shot you, they leave a burn on you, which will finish you off. If the initial blast doesn't kill you, the burn will. Alright, hopefully I get a void on this new altar. Equipment drone. You know what? I'm gonna let that. So that equipment drone's got a heal on it, and then I can pick up a damage one. So that'd be constantly proccing heals for me randomly without me doing anything. That's actually pretty good to give the equipment drone something like that, a heal. Need to be careful of them enemies. They're one-shot me, especially that blue one. That one there's strong, but that blue one is stupid strong. Luckily my guillotine come into play a bit. Gasoline, that's good. Should have went down here first and checked. Could do with another 2 more jumps. My speed is still a bit too much for how much vertical I've got. You see what I'm saying? I cannot face tank them, man. They will one-shot me. That's good though. There's a scrapper there. Captain Daisy. I'm shooting my own drone. What do I need to scrap though? I've already got enough for a trade on the greens. I'm trying to I can't really see anything I want to trade. Ah, you beauty. That's beautiful. That is absolute. Oh my god. You know, I said about the best build I ever had was with these daggers. Nah, I don't think I already had 3 reds at the time when I got them daggers. So this is about to be nuts when I pick this up. You watch, stuff's just gonna die now. I'm gonna kill one thing and then stuff's just gonna die. I love these ceremonial daggers. My favourite red item. For me personally, anyway. I know Tesla is really good. Behemoth, really good. You can't complain with any of them. There's another red damage one as well. I'm struggling to think of what it is. I know there's another really good one, man. Wow. You see them little mushroom things that literally wrecked me then. It's like what I said, you don't realise you're stood on it till it's too late. It literally only takes like 3 seconds to kill you. Medkit. Finally I get a medkit. Probies. Very nice. That's gonna synergize really well with the daggers, the crowbars. Don't tank it, man. Stop trying to tank. Yeah, what is the last red item? There's another really good red item, damage item. Daggers, Behemoth, Tesla. I've already got the frost, but that's not what I'm on about. It might be the I've already got them, the hooks. Yeah, I think it is the hooks what I'm thinking of. Yo, I got some crazy items thinking about it. I don't think I've ever had this many reds on me at one time. Ah, we found it. We found it. Going to the void, baby. Ah, it keeps getting better and better. But again, I really do not like going to the void this late. I mean, it'd just be so gutting to go to the void and get wrecked by some shit RNG now. That'd be so gutting. Because I can probably, in all honesty, I can probably just carry on how I am already without the void. I'm above the curve, you know what I mean? So it is a bit of greediness for me to go in there. Oh my god, tri-tips. Or banner. Take the 100 health. I mean, I have to go into the area because I want to trade them green items for a red. There's no way I'm going to go in there and not do it. Searching all the ground now, so I've done all the top. Don't need another drone, it's just getting in the way. Too many now. Oh, it's beautiful. Bloody beautiful, mate. Bloody beautiful. Shall I do whip or chrono ball? Wow. I don't think I need any more speed now, so everything else that I can get, if I've got a choice, needs to be damage. If I've got a choice between speed or damage, it needs to be damage now. Because I'm already too quick. And there is such thing as being too quick, because it starts messing with where you want to go. But that is nice. You see how quick I went from there to there? I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh, I was stuck in his like microwave blast thing. It was pulling me backwards, I couldn't move. I was getting hit by everything else. If I wouldn't have had that double healing item, I'd have been perfect. If I wouldn't have had that double healing item, I'd have been screwed then. That's perfect though. I said I need a bit more verticality. think this might be the craziest build I've ever had. No joke. Because I mean, all the other builds, which I said were crazy, were with the void on top of what I had. I've not even got the void yet, and it's still on par with the other builds. So what's it going to be like now if I get through this void? This could be the one, people. I just noticed my camera's froze as well. I don't know how long it's been like that for. That's pretty funny though. Let me deactivate and reactivate, see if it comes back. I can see everything else is still working. And it still froze. Why has it done that? Let me pause for it. Plug it. People. Set. How do I get rid of start it? Oh, and put it back in. What if I go to like task manager and kill the camera? That's some. Kill the camera. Pressing on it. Deactivate. Deactivate. I think I need to go to the camera. Video and game controller. Disable. Disabling the device will cause it to stop functioning. Want to disable it. Deactivate. Still not getting rid of the frozen screen though. Enable device. Wow, that's pretty shit. Gonna have to do the rest of it without a camera. Clue what's going on. Flash around. Powers. I think it's crashed within OBS and OBS won't. It won't get rid of the crashed screen. For it to restart and do another version of it. I honestly don't know how to force shut it within OBS. Like I said, I'm clicking on it and going to deactivate. Usually that makes it go blank and then you reactivate and it comes back. By changing the properties and it still didn't. Even when I changed the property of the screen to OBS virtual camera, it still didn't get rid of that frozen picture. I think that is just stuck there for the rest of the game. Alright, let's carry on anyway. We might die. I don't know how long that's been like that for. I apologise. I mean, ultimately we're here for the gameplay anyway, so I'm tempted to not trade that in. That's just gonna make me jump even higher and I've already got it. Or was that a different run? That wasn't this run, was it? That was the run which I died on. I haven't got one of these. I will take it. Yeah, that was the run before, wasn't it? I probably could Google find a way of getting rid of that camera, but that just means even longer me faffing about. Might be worth me just hiding that screen. Enable all this, enable preview. Shit. Holy crap. Oh, what am I doing? Problem is, I'm new to all this, so I don't know the grounds for this. The only way I know of getting rid of that is to pull it off the screen. No point in staring at it. It's just a frozen picture of my face. Just get rid of it. That's kind of trash though, because if this ends up being the run where I actually complete it, that'd be a bit gutting, you know what I mean? It's the one run where my camera cops out on me. That's a brand new camera, by the way. That's the C922 or whatever it is. Obviously it's not like mega crazy money or nothing, but still brand new. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be conking out like that. I mean, my CPU's running at 4%. 32 gigs of RAM. So it's not that. I've got a Ryzen 7 3800 XT, so it's not my CPU. But did you see what happened then? I literally had my whole health bar and it just disappeared in an instant. That's why I don't like coming in the void this late. The scaling is. My build was crazy good. If I would have not missed that portal and I would have went in when I was meant to. But you can't see the disappointment on my face, can you? Trust me, it's disappointed. But yeah, that's it. That's the run done. That is attempt number 3. I don't know if we should call it attempts. Maybe sessions would be better. I mean, I've already labelled it on YouTube as attempt, but I mean I should be calling it a session because there's multiple attempts within the session. But yeah, that's gonna be me for today. I wanted this to be a little side hustle. I wanted to start doing like streams. I wanted to stream like story games. First one I was gonna do was probably gonna be Horizon Zero. What's it? Horizon Forbidden West? the new one. I was either going to do that or I was going to do Star Wars Fallen. Was it Fallen Jedi or Fallen Order? Either one of them two is going to be my first streaming game. I might keep... I did say that I was going to do these as streams as well, these Risk of Rain sessions, but I might keep them as videos and have like the story games as my streaming games. Just have this as a video series, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll think about it. Hopefully I didn't mess up the settings. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. I'm new to this, so hopefully I'll get better and better at it. And I'll also have a look to see if there's hopefully my camera's not totally broke. But I'll see if there's if this is a common thing what happens, and if there's a way of working around getting it working again. Because like we're just frozen. Like I said, usually I deactivate it and activate and it comes back. But the power's not even on the camera, so I hope my camera's not busted, man. Nah, I will be annoyed. I will be annoyed. Anyway, peace out, people. See you on the next one.